Hi, everybody. I want to bring on a coach who has been coaching 4 years in December. I'm really excited to bring her on board. You guys, she is an 8-star diamond coach and she has hit elite 3 times. She's been in Success Club 47 months and her team is called Team Elevate. She's from Goodyear, Arizona. You guys, Kate Scholtes, come on in. Let me bring you in. There you go.
Hi.
It's really, really good to have you. I hope I have my volume on. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. I'm really excited to have you on. We pre-recorded this. I'm being honest because I think on Monday I will have a different haircut. I'm getting my haircut over the weekend. But I want to bring you in and talk about a wake-up call moment. Now, this could be a wake-up call moment that you had before becoming a coach or during your coaching business, but why don't you go ahead and talk about that?
Yeah, so I can't believe it's almost been 4 years. It's wild to me. But when I became a coach, I had watched my coach for like 8 or 9 months on social media. I had actually been in her challenge group previously and quit like 2 weeks later because I let my excuses get the best of me. And in December of 2017 is when I really had that wake up call moment of I needed a change. I just needed something different. I was a full-time teacher. I was commuting really far in Los Angeles traffic. So I was living off of like drive-through meals and not making time to work out or do anything that really served me. But my coach had been showing up on her social media working out in her basement and she was happy. And I wanted to feel that because I was really burned out and just kind of felt like a shell of myself. But I knew that I couldn't do it by myself. I really knew I needed to be a coach for that extra layer of accountability because I had tried previously to just be a client. But I knew that if I had other people relying on me to show up, then I would show up for myself. And so I signed up as a coach and a client at the same time and started my journey. And the rest is really history.
You know, so many people I talk to that say they were a shell of themselves, and that is the wake-up call moment. That's the decision that you say, I want more fulfillment. And it sounds like you jumped in. So fast forward to today, we are in the middle of a launch. You know, job one is launching very soon. 645 just went to the member library. I want you to talk about this topic and why it means something to you about product launches and how your business cadence goes.
Yeah, so this is my favorite topic to talk on because this is how my business started. When I signed up as a coach, we were right in the beginning stages of the launch of 80 Day Obsession. So I didn't really use Instagram. I had like 500 followers, you know, close family and friends. I used it for teaching. And so I had some, fellow teachers that were on my Instagram, but I didn't really post a lot. And I had never completed a Beachbody program. I didn't have a transformation. I didn't have anything that would, that maybe I have today. Like I didn't have a following. I didn't have a transformation. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I was excited about this 80-day program that was coming out. And I just thought, you know what, I'm going to go all in with this program and I'm going to take other people with me. If people want to do this with me, then that's cool. And if not, that's cool too, but I'm going to go in and I'm going to give it my all. And so I talked about the program like crazy. I did everything that we now have on the business activity tracker, which we didn't even have that back then. And in my first month as a coach, I had a group of like 20 to 25 people that were ready to start day one with me in January when we launched the program 80 Day Obsession. And I don't think that I did anything special or spectacular or anything out of the ordinary that, I don't feel like I'm going to tell you like the secret to launches, but I hope that I can give you my tips on launching because I really believe that the launch of 80 Day Obsession launched my business since I was a brand new coach and, was just getting started. So we are in a launch season. We also just launched Body, which is absolutely incredible. And I'm so excited about just everything that is coming with that platform. But I want to share my best practices with you to crush your Job One launch. So Job One, first of all, so excited that it's a 20-minute program. I remember when we launched Transform 20 in the end of 2018. And there's just something about 20 minutes that it leaves no room for excuses. It's 5 days a week, which is amazing. And it's 4 weeks long. So you can launch this program month after month after month using testimonials from the group you ran previously. And when I say group, I want to just set the expectation that a group can be 2 to 3 people. It doesn't need to be, 20, 40, 50 people in a group. A group really can be 3 of your closest friends, and you guys holding each other accountable for your journey. So I really have 3 tips when it comes to having a great launch. And the number one thing is excitement. One of the biggest things about this business, just in general, is your energy is everything. If people see that you are excited, they are going to want to feel that too. And so when I started coaching, like I said, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to grow my social media. I had maybe posted on my stories a couple of times. But I was excited to start my own journey, and I wanted to do it with whoever wanted to do it with me. So I just didn't stop talking about it. So when you are going to launch Job One, talk about who this group or this program is for. Talk about why you are excited for it. To find something to be excited about if you aren't particularly excited. Like, why is this program going to be a game changer for you? For me, it's something that I can do. Since it's 20 minutes, amazing. It's something that I can do while my son is, playing next to me on the floor, or while he's napping. Like, I can get it in, I can get it done, and still get an incredible workout. I know for others, maybe it's the style of training that makes you excited, or the length of the program, or maybe Jennifer Jacobs herself. Finding what you love about the program is key, because that's what your people are going to relate to. The next thing is creating your game plan. Every business has some sort of plan. It doesn't need to be super elaborate, but knowing when you're starting your group, how are you going to promote it? What does your invite look like? Like I said, it doesn't need to be anything complicated, but just having an idea of what you want to accomplish and how you are going to get there. One thing that I love doing when it comes to launching programs or doing a group is I think about the outcome. This is kind of the teacher brain in me. So if there's any other teachers watching this, I think about what I want to achieve, what I want the outcome to be, and then I plan backwards from that. So think about, what do you want the outcome to be with this launch? How do you want this launch to go? And then what do you need to do leading up to that in order to make that happen? I personally love starting my groups on Mondays, because I think it gives the weekend for clients and customers to get their meal plans figured out, navigate the BOD website, and get meal prepped for the week if they work full time and they have the weekends off. I like to give them a really strong start. And then, like I said, I love that this program is 4 weeks, because we can launch it month after month after month using the testimonials from the previous group. So let's say, for example, you do a group in December with the coach preferred customer purchase is December 2nd. So maybe you start a group on December 6th and you go through the program in the month of December. Now, using those testimonials and the feedback from those people in your group, you can now share that on social media and start another group in January. So you can see how you can relaunch it month after month after month. I think I relaunched 80-Day Obsession that first year, probably 3, 4, maybe 5 times. And that was an 80-day program. So this is just an incredible opportunity to have those monthly groups going. My last tip is really quite simple, but it's just taking action. You have to take action, but you don't have to have it all figured out. I really think that this business is a learn as you grow business. I think that we are always learning. And I think if you talk to any other successful coach in the network, we will always tell you that I feel like every single day I'm learning something new, and things change and social media changes and, different things. We have different launches. So always being willing to grow and learn, but not waiting until you have it figured out to take that action. There's so many resources in the Coach Online office, in the Beachbody Champions page, on these national wake-up calls. The business activity tracker is an incredible tool to help you see success. And like my good friend, Julie Voris reminds me of often, we are always on our personal growth journey. And so being able to be coachable, being able to be willing to learn and grow is really going to help you see success. You don't have to be perfect. In fact, I think you're more relatable if you aren't, because I don't think anybody is. But if you want a place to start in terms of really building that foundation for your business and for this launch, it's doing the business activity tracker. It's printing it off or using the digital version in your coach office and doing those things every day as a non-negotiable for your power hour or just the business hours that you work this business. Find what works for you, but those actions are really how you build a foundation for your business and for any launch.
I have a question that you and I didn't talk about, and that is when someone's not excited about a program.
Yeah.
So you're talking about this is really exciting for you because the 20 minutes and the 5 days a week, but there have been programs which are longer that maybe you're not excited. Can you talk about how you address that with your team?
Yeah, so I personally have been excited for every launch for different reasons. Maybe the program wasn't a good fit for me necessarily. I still tried it because I'll say, for example, 10 rounds. I was like, I'm not a boxer. I'm not interested in a boxing workout. And then I decided to just give it a try, and I ended up falling in love with it, and I finished it, and I felt incredible. So my first tip would be to give it a try. Try the sample workout, see how you feel, get, maybe even when it launches, getting access. So number one, you can help other people that are excited get started, and you have access. You can help with the program materials and all of that stuff, but then giving yourself a week to try it yourself and see, maybe it might surprise you if it's something you're not excited about. But I know there was a season in my life where we were having launches and I was very pregnant. So it was the end of 2020 and we launched 30-Day Breakaway and MBF. And those were programs that I personally could not do in my third trimester at the end of my pregnancy. And so while I didn't do those programs myself, I still got a group of other people that wanted to do that program because it fit with their goals and where they were at in their season of life. So if you're in that season, or maybe you're like, no, Kate, this program isn't going to be for me. Maybe just saying like, this is the program we're launching. I'm looking for 5 people to try it out and give me feedback on what you think of the program. So still getting a group of people together to test out the sample or do the program itself, I think is really awesome. And just because a program isn't for you, it might be for someone that is following you and that is inspired by you and that relates to you and connects to you. And so I think still offering and talking about the opportunity, like you just never know who you could help.
I love that. I love that, at least give it a try, because then you can even be more real with your clients and say, you know what? I didn't think I was going to like it, but I did. Or I still don't, but you might.
Yeah, because if someone says, I'm really looking for a good workout in 20 minutes, being able to say, maybe I feel like I need more time than 20 minutes to get a good workout in, but if that's what you're looking for, here's what I'm going to help you with. So again, it's going back to our mission of helping people live healthy and fulfilling lives, but it's helping them live what their version of healthy and fulfilling lives are,
Yeah, and that helps you become less salesy. If you're just trying to sell the flavor of the month, then you're not really listening to their needs and helping them make the decision in what the total solution means to them. Excellent. Thank you so much. Now I want to just ask you about, what's your superpower? And I ask you in a way that you 4 years into coaching, many of the people that are watching the call right now, they're new and they can't see that far in the future. 4 years. Wow. I'm just trying to get through 4 weeks and get into Success Club and all that. But what would you say in the 4 years has helped you stay strong in this business? Your superpower.
I feel like there's so many things that I could say, like kind of the cookie cutter answer, like my morning routine or my vision or my why or my consistency. But when I really think of my superpower or the thing that, why I still wake up every day super excited to do what I get to do as a coach 4 years into the business, it's my belief. It's my belief in our mission to help people live healthy and fulfilling lives. It's my belief in what we have to offer in programs and products, because I've not only seen it change my life, but I've watched it totally transform the lives of others. And if you're someone that's newer and maybe you haven't experienced that kind of transformation yet, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, on the inside or the outside, you can look at these national wake up calls and you can look at stories from other coaches and let their belief, like, ride on the coattails of their belief, because you can see how it's helping other people. I also just made it a non-negotiable that I was going to be successful, because I wasn't going to give up. I remember very early in my business, I had a lot of people that doubted me, and I had a lot of people that didn't think I would see this through. And I just made the decision, drew the line in the sand, that I was going to be successful no matter what, because I wasn't going to stop until I was. And then even when I saw success, there's so many more people to help. This makes me better. I'm a better mom because I'm able to focus on myself and have an outlet. I'm a better wife because I'm the best version of myself. I'm just a better Kate because of Beachbody and because of this community and because of everything that we have to offer. And so when I think of the reason why I have seen the success that I've seen, and why I'm still here 4 years into the business, and why I'm still going to be here 20 years down the road, and when I'm old and gray in my 90s even, it's my belief. It's my belief in the business, in the process. And even though my belief in myself has wavered at times, I've definitely felt the feeling of, can I do this? Like, am I cut out for this? Is this possible for me? I have seen other people do it, and I've thought, if she can, or if he can, then why can't I? So I would say that's it.
I love it, because when people say, oh, you're never going to make it, that's a problem with them, but if you push through really difficult moments, that's a success for you. That's a strength for you. So I appreciate you saying all that, because there's so many negative stimuli that people just quit without saying, why would I quit? I like doing this. I want to do this. I want to make it work. And it's a noble profession.
Mm-hmm.
But people want to take you down, and that's an issue with them, not with you. So I am so happy that you push through all of the, stuff that goes on. And it's life. It's life.
Mm-hmm.
It's people.
Life.
It's trends. It's this is what it means to run your own business, is that there's nobody to go cry to and say, I'm not doing this. I quit. This is, you make it work. You figured it out, and really, really happy for you that you did that.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, we are, I guess we're done with our interview, so I'll just throw it back to myself on the live call on Monday. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow. Watching myself is not easy, but I love that she wants to be a better Kate. And I hope you're having a great day with your family, Kate. Thank you for doing that interview with me. And I love that learn as you grow. And I also love that she said, if a program is not for you, it might be for somebody following you. So think about it. Think about your product launches, how that infuses your business with excitement and passion and keeps people interested. And you know what? Go and have a great, great week. A happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you here next week. I've got Jennifer Jacobs on for Job One. And that's it, everybody. Make it a great week. Bye-bye.